Greetings, everyone. It's your PASTEE and PRISCY Bible Trivia. Your motivations, encouragement, and hope in Christ is our concern. We are still continuing our Bible story about Abraham, but today we are talking about the promise of Isaac. From Genesis chapter 17, verse 1 going. When Abraham was 75 years old, the Lord said to him, I will make you father of all nations, and some of your descendants will be kings. Therefore, I am changing your name from Abram to Abraham, means father of all nations. I will be with you, and I will give this land to you and your descendants. Therefore, as a sign of this promise, you are to circumcise all your men. Then the Lord said, From now, your wife will be called Sarah. I will bless her, and she will bear you a son. Abraham laughed and said, How is this possible? For a man of 100 years old and a woman of 90 years old have a child. Perhaps Ishmael could inherit all the promise you have for me. God said, No, Sarah will have you a son, and you will call him Isaac. I will give all my promise to him and his descendants. I will bless him, and I will be their God. All the peoples on the earth will be blessed because of them. And as for Ishmael, I will bless him as well, and I will make a great nation of him. 12 tribes will come from him. Sometimes later, whilst Abraham was sitting at the door of his tent, he noticed that 3 men were standing nearby and realized one of them was the Lord. He rushed over to them and said, Sirs, please come and sit under this tree. I will give you some water so you can wash your feet. Then you have some rest whilst I prepared meal for you. When you finish eating, you can continue with your journey. They said, Yes, we will stay for a while. Then Abraham rushed to his tent and told Sarah to prepare some bread for his guest. Then he went to the field and selected a choice calf and gave it to his servants so they can use it to prepare the meal. As soon as the food was ready, Abraham served his guests and stood back to watch them eat. As they ate, the Lord said to Abraham, Where is your wife Sarah? And Abraham replied, She is in the tent. Then the Lord said, I will come back in a year's time, and at that time, Sarah will have given birth to a son. Sarah was listening to this from the tent. She laughed at herself and said, This is impossible. I'm too old to have a child. And the Lord said to Abraham, Why did Sarah laugh? Is anything too hard for the Lord? When Sarah heard this, she ran quickly out and said, Lord, I didn't laugh. And the Lord said, but you did laugh. Soon, Sarah found that she was expecting a child. Wow, that sounds so great. Lovely people, here I end today's story. The story about Abraham is very interesting. We have a lot to learn and acquire from it. So let's stay tuned. In our next episode, we will see if the promise God gave to Abraham happening to Sarah as he said. But don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for others to listening to it. Thank you. God bless you. Stay tuned and wait for our next episode.